If you're stuck on product research, maybe you just want to know how to find profitable products to sell on Amazon, you need to check out this video because I'm going to show you exactly how I find profitable products, and I'm also going to reveal 3 products that I was this close to placing an order for and why I maybe did not follow through with it. So stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to Millionaire Mindset. Sam here with another video to help you grow personally and financially. Today, I want to talk about a common topic that I know a lot of people have trouble with, and that is how to find a profitable product to sell on Amazon. So, I was in the same boat not more than a few months ago, and I really wanted to throw in the towel because I had just spent hundreds of hours trying to find products. I was looking through thousands of products, it seemed like, and none of them really had my interest. I wasn't fully committed to any of them. So here are some of the products that I was about to sell. With no time to waste, I'll jump right into the video. So I was about to sell an industrial pipe shelf, and the numbers look good. Most of these products I found on Viral Launch or going down a rabbit hole through a product I found on Viral Launch, which is another great way to find products. But this one was a pretty decent product. As you can see, there's not too many reviews. If we scroll over here, we can see that only the top seller has, let's see, the top seller only has 108 reviews. The rest of them are really low. They're in the tens, and they're all doing approximately anywhere from 5 to 15,000 a month. And this was a product that I was pretty darn close to placing an order for. Everything looked good, except when I came over to Market Trends. And I found that demand kind of was dropping off. So once I saw that, I kind of was put off. I was wondering why the demand had fallen off like that, why there weren't people jumping on this product, and I also didn't feel like it was something I could build a legitimate brand around. The brand would have to be just kind of furniture in the same sort of industrial type vibe, and I wasn't sure how I was going to build that brand on Instagram or how I was going to do that on Facebook. What kind of people would I be targeting? It kind of just didn't make sense for what I wanted for my first product. It was also a rather expensive product. And another reason was this is a product that you're going to have to assemble, so it's a product that people are going to have to put holes in their wall, and they're going to have to do some sort of damage to their own house, and I didn't want that coming back to me in any negative way. I didn't want them saying that I ruined their house or that they couldn't figure out the instructions. It seemed like there was too many moving parts for me to really go through with this on my first order. By the way, I'm sorry if these are your products. I just want to show you exactly my thought process when it comes to choosing a product and what to look out for. You want to think of every possible situation that could go wrong, every possible scenario that's going to prevent you from being successful on Amazon. So, moving on now. This was a decent market. I mean, you could probably still enter into it if you figure all those parts out, but for me it just didn't make sense for what I wanted. I kind of look for stuff that people aren't just going to be able to walk into their local Home Depot and buy. Obviously people are making a killing. 48 reviews, 12 grand. Only 13 reviews, $6,500 a month. Honestly insane. Alright, so the next product I had was a bath caddy. So this seemed like a really good product. Maybe do a whole bath and beauty type of brand, kind of combining the two of them, relaxing, something like that. But when I took a closer look, it really looked like it was a seasonal product. So I'm going to show you the numbers. As you can see from the brands, this Royal Craft brand has 4 listings in the top 13, so that's also something you want to consider. The price is also kind of all over the place, but it's a pretty good price point. It's mid-range, it's not too expensive, it's not at the $15 range. It actually is a pretty good price. If you can get to like $38, $39, I think that's perfect for a product. Let's see. The reviews are quite high, so the reviews, the top guy is 602, but other people are still making really good money with low reviews. You have someone with 11 reviews doing $7,500 a month, 18 reviews, about $8,000 a month. Pretty crazy, and obviously that caught my interest right away. At the time, I think all these products were 5-star on Viral Launch. They were some of the highest rated products you could find, so definitely was something that I wanted to enter into. I kind of got the okay from Viral Launch, but I backed out of this because it seemed like this was a seasonal product. So as you can see here, it really only got hot right around December, and then it kind of drooped off. On Google Trends I remember seeing the same thing, but a little more drastically. It really seemed like this was a product that people were either giving away around Christmas time or they were buying for themselves as a gift, and it wasn't something that was going to sell year round. I also noticed there were a couple sellers who were Amazon was fulfilling the order, so Amazon was supplying and manufacturing the product. And you don't really want to compete with Amazon. Here's one here, and I think there's another one down below here. So you don't want to compete with Amazon necessarily when you're launching a product. They don't play fair. It's their own game. They do whatever they want. They give themselves the best BSR. I'm not sure 100% how this works, but as you may have noticed, when you go through a lot of products that Amazon is selling, they rank themselves to the front page. They give themselves the best BSR. They're on the new releases. They're on the best sellers. They're everywhere. They're putting their products out in front of thousands more people than they're going to put an FBA seller on. So you need to really be careful because they're not going to permit you to make money in the long run. Amazon's game is to eventually supply and manufacture these products, so you really need to focus on getting into a market where they're not necessarily dominating yet. I mean, they're not dominating here, but they are in this market. Who knows if they're going to scale up in this specific niche, so you really want to watch out for that. So the third product is one you may have heard already. I know it's a pretty popular product now, but actually the numbers look pretty good when I was checking it out again. And this was one I was literally this close to placing an order for. It looked so good. As you can see, it's a multi, six-figure market every month. So there's some huge money to be made in this market. But this one was just really conflicting because I felt like it was going to be a product that a lot of people were going to start to source because I think it was a popular product on Viral Launch, and I also saw it in JumpSend. If you guys don't know JumpSend, you can pretty much see products that are being released by other sellers, so it's a good place to find products, but you also have to know that someone else may be looking for those products. Amazon FBA product research is literally a constant prisoner's dilemma. I don't know if you guys know exactly what that is, but it's basically a basic economics principle where you're constantly trying to decide what the other person is doing. You don't know exactly what they're thinking. If they're thinking that you're going to do this, then they're going to do this, or you're trying to bounce ideas off each other to both get to the most optimal outcome, and you never know what the other one is thinking. So maybe someone goes on the JumpSend and they think that, oh, everyone is going to see these products, so I'm not going to source them, and then no one sources them, and something like that. So there's always a bunch of factors that come down to finding a good product, and this one is one I kind of regret not getting into. As you can see, someone has 11 reviews and they're doing $25,000 a month. Absolutely ridiculous. So if you think you can go ahead and make a killing in this market, I would advise you to go ahead and do it. It's number 58 on the launch pad. I'm not sure if that's the same thing as bestsellers, but obviously well up there. A well-known product by most people, and it's a good market to enter into, relieving people of back pain. You're actually providing value, providing a service, and you could probably build a brand around it somehow if you wanted to, into like the sports and fitness niche or home and kitchen niche. Building out that brand is probably pretty likely because this is a problem that a lot of people have. But yeah, these are products that I really wanted to get into. I was this close to entering into the market, but something told me that it wasn't going to be a long-term thing. I was probably just trying to rush into the profit, not really thinking long-term at brand-wise. So I have some regrets, but I'm always trying to move forward and not really think about it too much. I mean, this is tough to see here because I know that would have taken probably a couple weeks to get to 11 reviews, and then you're competing with all these big guys for a huge market. So it is possible to probably enter into this one. It's getting a 3.5 score right now on Viral Launch. But yeah, on that note, I wanted to bring you guys into Viral Launch and to show you some of the metrics that I like to enter to find profitable products, some of the categories you probably want to look out for if you're brand new. And I'll show you just some of the basic things that I would like to enter into. So when you're talking about categories, there's some categories that you want to completely avoid because you'll be gated, and some that are probably more viable for an FBA seller to enter into. So if you're brand new to product research, you probably want to look into arts and crafts, baby. Clothing is going to be competitive, it has a lot of returns. Electronics also has a lot of returns. But with that being said, if you enter into a product that has more barriers, or a market that has more barriers to entry, there's going to be less people competing in that market. So you may find that there's more profit to be made and less competition. So if you can get really good at something that people don't want to do, like sourcing electronics or any of these categories that I'm going to show out for you guys, then there may be some good money to be made in, but I'm going to show you the exact categories I like to look into. Health and household is a good one. Also, yeah, like something like the food niche, if you could possibly somehow start in the grocery niche, you can make some really good money. But that being said, there's a bunch of paperwork to go into that, so don't take my advice, don't take my word for it, but just want to give you guys a heads up. You want to think differently, you want to think outside the box, you don't want to do things that other people are doing. So industrial and scientific, you get some really odd, strange products in there, but sometimes the odder the better. Kitchen is always good. Office is good. Pet supplies. Sports and outdoors. There's not much in toys and games, but you can check them out. I have went in there myself. Tools and home improvement. Patio, lawn and garden. Home and kitchen. And that would be all the other ones I would probably look into. You could maybe do something like beauty and personal care, but you'd probably have to get unrestricted in that category. I feel like I'm missing one though. That's probably all I would do, honestly. I don't think any of these other ones are going to be good markets to enter into as an FBA seller. So for monthly revenue, I like to go for something that's at least 5,000. I usually just like to type in some random numbers at the end to just kind of get some of the, switch up the metrics a little bit. A lot of people are entering 5,000 exactly. Maybe we can filter out some of those. Maybe you want to go a little bit below 5,000. Maximum, some people say don't do a maximum, but if you're getting into a market that's $1 million a month, you're going to have to cough up $100,000 to even enter in that market. So I like to max it out at probably like 45,000 and some random numbers at the end. Sales, I leave this blank because I'm not a person who cares about the price. So I care about the bottom line. I care about profit. A lot of people are worrying about, oh, I need to make 300 sales a month. Well, what if you sell one product that's worth $10,000 a month? Or something like that, you know, a high-end product that doesn't need to make 300 sales a month, and you can still make a good amount of money with it. So don't worry about sales unless you're going to be selling a product that's from like $15 to $30. Then you want to enter in probably a minimum 300 sales, but I'm not going to do it in this example. So the lowest price I'm going to do is $15. This is just the normal Amazon seller amount to start at to be your minimum amount, because with advertising costs, with the cost of your product, with Amazon's fulfillment fees, it can be really hard to make a decent profit off a $15 product or a product that's less than that. So $15 is about the bare minimum you want to get into, unless you want to push volume. If you can push volume and you see the market is just hot with, you know, low price products, but they're selling thousands a month, it is obviously possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. So max, if you're a beginner, I would probably max it out around $60. $70 tops, but for me, I like to look at products across all types of price points, so I'll max it out like $350, just because I feel like it costs the same amount of money and it takes the same amount of effort to launch these higher end products or to launch a product that's doing $100,000 a month. And I know that's kind of far-fetched and it's really hard to find those golden products out there, but they're there and you have to keep looking. If you're doing product research and you're feeling a bit stuck, just know that this is the most important process. You don't want to rush this because you'd rather have one product do well than have 3 products fail and then your 4th one does well. You'd rather take 2 months to find a good product than have 2 failures. So obviously you don't want to get stuck into, you know, doing product research forever, but I would recommend not rushing into it. I know you're at a standstill. There's nothing else you can do except look for products right now, and it can be a bit discouraging when you're doing it over and over again. So if you've been doing it for a while, I recommend just taking a break and coming back to it in a few days or one day even. So max reviews, a lot of people say maxing out at 100, but I feel like it's almost unrealistic sometimes to find products that are doing $10,000 a month and only have 100 reviews. That being said, again, they are out there, but I would go anywhere from $250 up to $300 depending on the product. Any more than that, it's going to be a little bit hard to rank on the first page and compete with brands who are already established. But again, everyone's so concerned about these specific metrics and they get hung up because one of them doesn't meet the general criteria that everyone likes to give out, and then they don't do that product, and who knows, it could have been the home run product. It could have been a product that nobody else is looking at because one of the metrics is a little bit different than what most people are thinking like. So if you have the advanced filters, you probably want to just do something like sales pattern, typical. I like to do review rating being pretty low. Or not pretty low, but 4.5, because you know there's room for improvement. If all the product ratings are 5 stars, it's going to be hard to enter into a market and differentiate when everybody is already satisfied with the current product available. So you want to find a product that has something that the customers are complaining about. Go into the reviews of your competitors, go into the 1-star, 2-star reviews, and find products or find the areas that they want to improve on. Go to your manufacturer, tell them directly what you're trying to improve on, and then place the order for the product. Come in, dominate the market, tell the audience that yours is better, yours is upgraded, yours is premium, and you're going to steal that market, you're going to dominate the competition. Shipping size, all up to you. I never, everyone again always says to do small, but if you want to look at any of the other ones, then you may find products that no one else is looking for. So I'm going to leave that blank though, so we can see all the type of products. So let's see what comes up. Just do some number analyzing for you guys before we wrap this video up. So if you guys aren't unfamiliar with this, the warning result is just a product that's being shown to a lot of people. But again, it's the classic prisoner's dilemma. If everybody's thinking that this is a popular product, is anyone going to launch it? I mean, you have to think about what other people are thinking. So you never really know. So let's just take a look at one of these. So these are all 5-star products. You only get the idea score if you go buy the yearly subscription. And I said in another video I don't recommend it because I didn't find any products with the idea score. I don't think you guys need it. But if we just look at some of these numbers, we can see that they all seem like they're viable. You know, average reviews only 13, profit 8,000. Sales tree reviews, the higher the sales tree review, the better. If you're comparing two products and one of them has a higher sales to review ratio, then you probably want to go with that product if it's neck and neck on all the other metrics. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of the basic metrics. I'm not going to get too far into product research because it could take me a long time to find something that's actually going to be viable to enter into. Remember, you always want to check for seasonality, trademarks, if a product is going to be restricted or not. Make a test listing on Amazon in your seller account to see if any red flags come up, see if they're going to require any more information from you. But I just wanted to make this video to help you guys with product research, maybe point you in the right direction. I'll leave a link for a viral launch in the description. If you don't have it and want to try it out, you can get a coupon. It is an affiliate link, so it does help out the channel a little bit. Appreciate it if you guys use it. But other than that, that's all I want to tell you guys about product research. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. This is going to be a serious opportunity for you guys. Treat it like a legitimate business and you guys will find success. So thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in to Millionaire Mindset, and we'll see you guys in the next video.